Hey, welcome back to building a new web app with ChatGPT. Previously, we built a word counter web app. Now let's close all these files so we have a fresh view here. Also close the shell. And we want to create a new folder where we'll place the new app. So this is the web app 1 folder. We want to go back one directory. So that's section 4. In this directory, I want to create a new directory, web app 2. Press enter, double click to go inside that directory. And first you want to create a structure. So a directory structure, templates, a folder, another folder, static. So this is the standard for Flask apps, and then create a Python file here, lecture2.py. Press enter. Now in this directory, we also want to put a file. That file is this one here, which you can find attached in the lecture resources, so quotes.txt. Copy that file and paste it in that web app 2 directory, so you might want to find that in your file system. Web app 2, paste it in here. What is this file? This file contains quotes. So, for example, that's the first quote, and the author of that, the second quote, the third one, and so on. So we want to create a web app which displays a random quotes each time the website is visited. So a random quote from this file. So this is a web app where we want to give some input data. So let's see how we can communicate with ChatGPT to build this web app. This is a new web app, so I want to create a new chat. So we want to start from telling ChatGPT what data we have. So I have a quotes.txt file. That file contains quotes. The file structure looks like this. So we want to give here the first lines of the file. So double click the file in Thony and perhaps copy the first 4 or 5 quotes. So copy them and paste them in here. And then you want to tell, I want to create a web app that displays one of the quotes .txt file whenever the web app is visited. Write a web app using Flask and Python and press enter to execute it. So there we go, we have the Python file here. Now, this time ChatGPT is giving us the code pieces by pieces. So which could be a bit challenging for you to get all these pieces together. So if you find that challenging, then you can wait for ChatGPT to finish generating those pieces. So basically this is the same code, right? But it's in different steps. So if you don't want the steps, then you want to follow up with a query and you can tell ChatGPT to give you the code in one piece. So let's wait first. But it's also possible that you might get the code in different steps here, and then ChatGPT will give you the complete code. So it will get all those chunks and put them together as it's doing right now. So there we go. So that means I will not have to ask ChatGPT to give me the complete code. If it was not giving me the complete code in here, then I would say something like, you gave me the Python code in chunks. Please give me the complete code in one piece. And that would do it. But I will not have to do that. So that's my Python code. I can copy it. And that was in steps. So I don't need that because that's already here. So I'll copy that code inside lecture.py file. So paste here, save, and that file is displayed in here. So you see inside the file, we are referring to the codes.txt file, which is located in this directory. So if this is perhaps static /quotes in your case, then you might need to put codes.txt inside the static folder for the connection to occur. But in my case, this is not the case. It's just quotes.txt, so everything is fine. So save the code again, and let's look for the other code, so the HTML code. Copy that, go to Thony, inside templates now. So let's double click inside templates, create a new file, index.html, press OK, paste that HTML code there, save, go back, and let's run lecture.py. So double click on lecture.py, make sure it's open here, and then you press that button to run it. Click on that link, and there we go. So that's a random code generator, like a heading here, and then that's one quote. If I reload the page, I get another quote, another, and so on. So it's working fine. If you want to add some styling, you can follow the instructions in the previous video. So that is where I explain how to add CSS styling to your web apps. And yeah, that's about this. This is how you can make web apps by specifying some input data first, as we did here. So we had a quotes.txt file, and then we described what that file contains by just giving a sample of that file. And then ChatGPT will create a Python script which parses that quotes.txt file because it knows what the structure of that file is inside. So thanks a lot, see you later.